we're going to bring in the amazing Liz and the amazing Lenore so that we can say hi and we can hear about their story and their journey. Before I bring them in, if we can bring up their picture, if we can bring up Lenore's pictures quickly, Dee, just so that we can show everyone before we talk about the story. I would love to bring up the pictures, just talk these through. I mean, are you kidding me? 11 kgs, 11 centimeters, 2 dress sizes down. But I mean, look at that transformation. Oh, look at that smile. I can't wait. Let's bring them in so that we can have a chat. Oh my gosh, look at these side pictures. Jeepers creepers. This looks like a different woman. Lenore, I can't wait to chat with you. Let's bring in Lenore. Let's bring in Coach Liz. Can't wait to have a chat.
Hello.
Lenore, how are you? Coach Liz?
Very well.
Morning. Morning.
Good morning. Lenore, I can't even believe that it is the same person. Who's there with you?
Daniel.
Hello, Daniel.
Where's Megan?
Where's Maggie?
Your
Maggie.
Your biggest fan.
How are you, Maggie? Good. Lenore, I am so proud of you. I mean, it doesn't even look like you are the same person. But before we speak about your results and before we get into your and Coach Liz's relationship, talk to us about how you found us. How did you find Jeff? You've been in the program for quite a while. Before lockdown, you were even in the program.
Yeah.
Talk to us about how you found us and what that journey has been like for you.
So in January, I was feeling the worst I've ever felt. I was tired and just you know. And then Jeff kept popping up on my Facebook feed. So I thought, let's just give it a try. At that stage, it was a 7-week program, and I thought, what is 7 weeks? I was a bit intimidated by 5 sessions a week, but at this stage, 5 sessions is nothing. So I just thought, what is 7 weeks? And I just committed, and it's been the best decision I've ever made.
Oh, and you know, you've now transitioned as well from the programs as well. So we, like you said, when you joined the program, we were at a 7-week program, and since you've been on the program, we've gone from a 7-week into a month-to-month basis. You would have also been transitioned from our gym program. I don't know if you were on our gym or at our at-home program. And then when lockdown hit, we went from our gym program into our home program. Talk a little bit about that transition of, being freely able to exercise in the gyms, being able to choose if you want to go to the gym to do your workout. Talk about what the transition was like during that lockdown period of going from working out wherever you want, essentially, to being stuck at home. How has that kind of transformed for you? And has Jeff Together, the actual platform, helped you as well during that time?
So I person to go to gym, really. And I was very skeptical about how effective the at-home workouts would be. So when I had to change from a gym session to home workouts, I was like, is it going to be as effective? But it's been amazing. I will never look at chickpea cans the same way again. I think I work harder at home because I don't feel like anyone's watching me. I don't have that same feeling of going into the gym and do I know what the equipment is? How does it work? Am I going to be embarrassed or anything like that? So I'm not going to go back to a gym.
You're gonna stay on our at-home program, because obviously now the gyms are opening again, right? So our program will be transitioning as well to, you can choose again. You can choose if you want that at-home program or if you want to go and do your program in the gym. But I've heard so many people like you saying the exact same thing, of that comfort in your own home, not being judged, not worrying or being intimidated by any type of equipment. But how awesome is it that you have the choice as well, where you can choose. I'm going to stay at home.
Exactly. And I think the other thing is the flexibility of it. So you can go away for a weekend and you just take Jeff with you. Jeff is part of our family now. So, Jeff goes where we go. And if I am busy with my kids or very busy with work, Liz will tell you that there's some days where she thinks I'm not going to do my workout. but I'll squeeze it in at 6 o'clock, you know, because you have to do it and you fit it in when you can.
And you know, Lenore, I want to cross over to Coach Liz, because I mean, Coach Liz is just a superhero. She is the most amazing woman, and I know that you'll have some things to say about her. But before we shower all of our praises onto Coach Liz, I want Coach Liz to give us a little bit of an insight into what it's been like working with Lenore. One of the things that I love the most about Coach Liz, by the way, is that she's completely invested in the entire family. Coach Liz will send me messages all the time saying, you know, Meggie just loves you. Look, here's the video. Can you send Meggie a video back to give her a shout out? It's not just about you, it's also about your family. And so Liz, speak to us a little bit about how Lenore has been in the program with you, and how she's involved her whole family as well.
No, so yeah, I think it's very hard when you're part of the Jeff community and when you're on the Jeff program for it not to have a ripple effect through the family. So Lenore is actually like my little coach with like, Liz, you can do this, like we'll get through homeschooling, like we'll do this together. So it goes both ways. And I mean, on the one-on-one program, you get to know each other's families, and that's what's sort of part of the experience. So I mean, when Megan she sends me a pic of Meg doing your workouts and just absolutely adoring you. I mean, why not like pass it on to you, because she just adores you and she's right there. She's your biggest fan and she does your workouts. And when you ask her which one's the favorite, she says all of them or both of them. She's just, you know, it's such a positive ripple effect for the entire family. Lenore is super, super dedicated, but I'm going to say this, like in the beginning, I think she also disqualified herself. I don't know how many times you have said to me, Liz, who am I? Like that's one of the words like always coming out of like Lenore's mouth. She's like, it's my rest day and I feel like training, like who am I? Like, and that is like such proof of just how she's changed and how she maybe thought she wasn't this active person, but she's actually part of my afternoon crew, part of the late crew. She gets it done again while I'm cooking. I like see the messages coming through and she's getting her workout done. And it's like you said, Lenore, it's convenient. So we actually we had an assessment yesterday and we spoke about whether we're actually going to go back to gyms or not. And for us, just the fact that like we're working moms, we can get up from where we're working, move away, do our workouts, smash it out, and then quickly check what else has come in and continue with our day. So it really fits in with our program, and we save like 20 minutes driving to gym, 20 minutes, you know, driving back, and all the other things that go there. It doesn't mean we won't ever go back, but it's just I think we didn't believe, or most of our clients didn't believe when we switched over from gym programs to the home program that we could actually train ourselves like this. And now many of us are going like, oh, this is actually better. So we're weighing it up, but you don't have to choose, you can have both.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you know, Lenore, one more thing that I want to ask you about is, you know, we speak to a lot of women on this program, but we also speak to a lot of moms. And, you know, over and over again, we hear the same theme and the same trend of moms not feeling like they deserve to have this time. You know, they deserve to have this opportunity. But what I'm noticing is that when moms are taking this opportunity for themselves, they're not realizing the example that they're actually setting to their kids on being fit and being healthy. And by you taking that opportunity for yourself, and by you saying, I deserve to have this time for me, I deserve to invest in my health, I deserve to invest in my body, you are not only saying to yourself, like, I deserve it and I deserve this time, but you don't realize the examples that you're setting to your kids. And that's something that I've noticed for you. And I'd love you to just give some of the other moms out there a little bit of an example of how it has ripple affected into your family, not just from the exercise, but from the eating as well. You know, the holistic approach to it, having Coach Liz as well. How has that affected you as well as your family?
So we all eat according to my plan, and everyone knows that weekends are treat days. So they're always like, "Oh, mommy, now we can have this or that." And just from an activity side, I think also being the mom of having a daughter, I was very aware of, you know, what is my body image how is that going to impact on her growing up? And she's a very active she's always been a very physical child. She loves climbing. She loves jungle gyms. Whereas my son will happily play Lego for hours. So I just thought I need to set that example and show her that it's, you know, like I can be active. We can be active together. It started out being my sessions would be just time for me to just be on my own, but they creep in. If it's not the cat and the dog, I've got a child joining me in, you know, and especially Megan will join in, and then she's like, don't worry, mommy, I won't get in your way, you know, and she'll just go to the side, but then we have fun doing it together. And they know all the coaches. They're like, oh, who's this? You know, so when there's a new coach, they're like, who's that? Checking it out. And I just think the positive effects have just been amazing. Like, I'm a happier person because I have time for myself. And I'm just in a much better space. And I think that lockdown would have been very, very, very hard if I hadn't had Jeff and Liz and this program. And I think I've just been blown away by what a positive space the Jeff Together community is. It's the most positive thing I've ever experienced. And, you know, Facebook can be a very negative place.
Yeah.
But wow, it's so positive.
Yeah.
So, Lenore, I just love hearing these stories. I honestly could talk to you and Coach Liz all day. I think the last little question I want to ask is, how important has Coach Liz been for you in this time? You know, we talk a lot about this relationship and how it's this accountability tool, and not just for you, but for the coach as well. You know, they get to check in with you, you get to check in with them. And for you, how important has it been to have Coach Liz on your side on your good days and your bad days?
I couldn't have done this without Coach Liz. Like, Liz is just like so much part of my life. And, you know, like, so in July marked the anniversary of my mom's death. And I was like, I must eat all the chocolate. And I told Liz, and she's like, eat the chocolate. It's okay, but move on. And I was like, okay. Liz said I can eat the chocolate. So I ate the chocolate, moved on, and it was fine. So if I have a bad day, Liz is there to say, it's okay. And I think the fact that Liz also is very human. You know, she's not this coach that's up there. She's very human. And she'll say, you know what, I've had a bad day. And then I've just picked myself up the next day. And I think, like, she's so relatable. And she's just there. And I think because we've both been juggling homeschooling and our sons are the same age, you know, we just really empathize a lot with each other. Yeah, so I couldn't do this without Liz. Liz is the best.
No. And you're stuck with me forever, Lenore.
Yes, Liz is stuck with me forever. Me and my T-Rex arms.
You can see how much Coach Liz cares. I can see she's in tears now on the other side. You can see how much she cares. And, you know, it's why I love this so much, this program so much, but I love these coaches so much, is because, like you say, like, we all real people. I mean, people meet me in the mall and they're like, oh, you still have your bun on your head, and you're exactly the same person. Like, we've all gone through our own struggles. We are normal people. We wake up grumpy on certain days. We have bad days. We also doubt ourselves every now and again. And the best part about the relationship is that, you know, we're not trying to pretend that we're perfect. And Coach Liz is just the most relatable and most kind person. And Lenore, I am just so proud of you. I can't even believe it's the same person in your pictures. But not only that, like, the positivity that is now oozing from you, and the fact that you're saying, like, who am I? Like, look at me. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling like I have energy. I just wanted to say thank you for being such an amazing woman, firstly. But secondly, thank you for being such an amazing mom. You know, like, myself and Jeremy, we're talking about wanting to start a family. And when I get to speak to women like you, it makes me think, what type of a mom do I want to be? I want to make sure that I'm also setting the example for my kids, you know. And then I look at Coach Liz and I say, but I also want to be a badass who can still work and can show my child that I can still be earning a living, and I can still be, you know, it's such a ripple effect of coach and client. And I just am so proud of both of you, and thank you for setting such a good example to other kids as well as other women. Thank you for coming on and sharing your story. I just think you guys are amazing.
Thanks, Sari.
Thanks,
And
Sari.
just so you know,
Thank you,
Sari,
Sari.
I now do a workout with a Sari bun. It's the only way to go.
Gotta love the Sari bun.
Oh, thank you, ladies. I hope you have the best rest of your day. Thank you for coming and chatting to us and sending you guys the biggest hug and sending Maggie an extra special squeeze.
She's drawing you a picture. I'll send it to you later.
Bye, ladies. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.